Hello Minecraft fans and fellow Christians, and welcome to the fourth and final part of my More Planets series. And welcome to Fronos. It's not that hostile even during the night, and most of the mobs look like that strawberry over there. And any slimes that spawn during the day have literally zero damage. So even if they follow you, they really can't do anything to you. Now, true enough, there are mobs that are spawning during the night that are hostile, but still, it's not tons different from the Overworld. In fact, it even has air like the Overworld. However, sadly, it doesn't have mesa biomes or jungle equivalents. At least in the 1.12.2 version, it doesn't have a jungle version. But anyway. Now, I'll take a quick jaunt over to that forest over there. Now, it seems as though in the 1.12.2, aside from the plains biome, you get forests like these. So, you basically only have 2 biomes and 0 dungeons, as far as I can find. Although if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. However, in the 1.7.10 version of More Planets, many of the bosses that you've seen were not developed, and hence they had only evolved creeper bosses. The kind with 3 heads, and each one was slightly tougher than the one before it. But anyway. However, in 1.7.10, Fronos at least has a little more variety. Here you can see me in heavy-duty armor, along with my space helmet and the little sensor that allows me to hear better, as it were. But anyway. Now, here you can see there's a wider variety of maple forests. But there's a couple more biomes and even villagers here. Although sadly you can't trade with them, but let me show you them anyway. The villagers seem to all look like librarians. I don't know why. And they all have blue eyes instead of green ones. Like I said before, I can't trade with them sadly. And they seem to have some spawning issues as far as where, when, and how. Oh. And these are candy extractors. I'll get to them eventually. But let's go to the next biome. Now this is the Golden Fields biome. I don't know about y'all, but it just seems too bright to me. Even during the night, it's so bright. And this is the Coconut Forest, the jungle equivalent of the Overworld, essentially. Sadly, they still don't have many other biomes, such as mesas and deserts and so forth, that you would normally find in the Overworld. But anyway, let's continue on to the next biome. This is the Candyland Biome, with cake and pretty much anything and everything sugary. There's even cookie blocks that I think you can actually right-click to eat, or maybe just break them to get cookies. Although I dare you to guess what board game inspired this biome. But anyway, let's continue. Now, the final thing I'm going to show is this candy extractor. I think you can find them in any village that spawns on Fronos. And you can smelt pink candy cane, well, any candy cane, like the kind that in front here. Any grape jelly blocks, you can actually smelt with a normal, one second. You can actually find jelly ore, different colored jellies here, and if you find some of the jellies / slime mobs around here, you can actually create with 4 jelly, a jelly block, and essentially craft different colored ones of these, and then smelt them in the candy extractor. You can also smelt cake bread and chocolate blocks. However, the problem is I honestly couldn't figure out what in the world to fuel this extractor with. I tried coal blocks, and logs, etc. I even tried a couple dozen items from my creative inventory, specifically from the More Planets mod. And as far as I can tell, it isn't powered by the energy machines. It's got an interface like into a regular furnace. Anyway, as mentioned before, there are dungeons here, but they're few and far in between, and sadly for me, I don't have the dungeon locator in this version. But even so, in the current version of Fronos, the dungeon locator doesn't work. It'll point in a direction and then just keep leading you on the wild goose chase. But anyway, there is one warning that sometimes the More Planets dungeons will sometimes spawn without a boss chamber or even without a chest chamber. So that's one thing to be warned about. But anyway, this particular planet seems rather innocent. Nothing too bad here, but anyway. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank y'all for watching. Goodbye, y'all.